Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So last video we have seen about the workplace feedback and then what are the different types of feedback and what are the issues, and also we looked at feedback models and difference between feedback versus feed forward, and we discussed that feed forward is a much better model because it helps the employees to understand what is their behavior, actions and impact, as well as how they can move forward. That is more important. So today we look at a very simple framework for giving this feed forward, right? How we can give very effective feedback to the employees. It's basically feed forward, right? So see, the objective of feedback is we need to give our observations and our comments in such a way that others can hear it without feeling hurt or without feeling attacked, or without being very defensive. So whatever we give, we need to substantiate with data, examples, and so that the other people, without judging others. That is more important, so that they are in a position to receive our feedback in a better manner with positive spirit. So that is the objective of it, right? That is, if we can achieve that, that is called effective feedback, right? And there is a one very simple model which is I would say that it is a bit new model kind of thing, and not many organizations are using this 3W framework. All right, but this is very simple at a very effective and powerful model. So what is this 3W framework is, you need to explain the context to the person, saying that okay, what happened, right? And then why you are giving this feedback, and then what is the way forward, right? That is the reason why we are calling it as a feed forward model, right? Because you are also telling how to move forward. So what happened, and then why you are giving this particular feedback, and then what is the way forward. In other words, we call it as a what happened. Okay, it happened, so what, right? And then what next? Okay, this is other way of looking at it. So we will dive deep into this 3W framework and see all these three elements one by one. So now the first component is what. So you need to state the situation objectively. See, basically whatever you observed, right? You need to state that situation objectively. So, and then state the facts without judgment. Okay, so you should not judge anything. You should use the data and the facts, and avoid accusatory statements. Means don't blame the people, and then avoid universal quantifiers. What are the universal quantifiers? Always, never. These are the universal quantifiers. You are always like this. You never do this. No, these are called universal quantifiers, which we have to avoid, right? So for example, if you observe that one person in your team is coming late to the office, so instead of telling that you're always coming to office late and you are a lazy person, right? Tell him that I observed you 2 times in a week you are coming late. So that is more objective statement, and you are not judging that person as a lazy or not, because you don't know why that person is coming 2 days late. You need to understand that, right? And you are also not telling you're always late, so you are not using universal quantifiers, right? This is one example. So what happens is, it helps the person who is receiving the feedback to recognize and relate the situation. See, the moment you say you are always late to the office, the person will immediately become defensive. The person will immediately become raised, because he is only coming 2 days late to office, not every day. So you cannot say you're always late. So, and when you say you are coming late, I observed you are coming late on every Tuesday and Thursday, immediately he can relate to the situation, right? And then it increases trust in your assessment and observation, because you are not saying that you are always late. The person immediately starts trusting you, because your observation is accurate, valid. So never use you always or you never kind of thing. Similarly, don't say I'm sick of your delays, right? Instead, you can tell I have noticed so and so thing. or it appears to me that there may be some delays. Instead of that, instead of saying I'm sick of your delays, say that it appears to me that there are some delays. So this is a better way of projecting the context. What? Now we look at why. So why are you giving this feedback? Why this feedback matters? How this feedback matters to that person? What is the impact you need to state? And who is impacted and how? Like who are the, okay, because of that particular action from that person or because of particular behavior from that person, who is impacted and how that person is impacted? And what are the risks, consequences, or concerns because of that particular behavior? What are the risks or what are the consequences? You need to explain. Okay. For example, I observed you coming late every Tuesday and Thursday, late to office, right? Because of that, we are missing you in the stand-up meetings. We are missing you in the meetings, and also the team morale is down because you are not able to attend those meetings, and we want some information from you. See, you are telling the impact and who is impacted. And you are also telling what are the consequences because we are not getting the information from you because you are missing the meeting, right? So this helps the person to understand the impact of his behavior because he may be thinking that yes, I have some problem, a personal problem, and I'm going late. He knows, but what is the impact? Probably he may not know unless you explicitly tell that team is expecting some feedback from you. Team is expecting some information from you, right? And team morale is down and we are not able to complete the meetings without your information, right? So this is the impact, and now he can relate it. And now it sets the clear case for doing things differently. Now he understands, okay, now I'm coming late for whatever reason, but this is the impact. Now I need to change my style of working, whatever it may be, right? So it can be like, either you change your meeting timing, based on what is his personal situation, or you ask him to adjust his timings, or you can ask him to take that meeting from home, whatever it is. But at least that will open up the door for alternative solutions, right? And then don't use I'm not happy with you or I'm upset with you kind of words. Instead, you say the impact very clearly. Team morale is down. We are not able to meet the timelines. Right? So this is more objective and more with data. Now we look at third element, way forward. Okay, we talked about what is your behavior coming late to office every 2 days. Sorry, 2 days in a week. Why I am telling you? Because we are not able to meet the timeline. Also, team is not able to get the information. Now, what is the way forward? Now explain clearly. State what needs to be done differently. Like what is the alternative solution? You can ask the person, okay, now tell me, how can we support each other? Or you tell me what alternatives we can look at it, right? You don't need to tell the solution. You can ask the other person also to come up with the solution. And you can also recommend, you can also suggest. And once you both agree that yes, we are going to follow this particular alternative approach, then you need to check whether the person is really willing to do that or not. Because, the solution and suggestion is coming from him or her, the person will be more, willing to work. If the person is not willing, then we need to work out the alternatives and ask if any support is required. Right? So this helps in providing constructive use for improvement. Right? You are not blaming that person. You are not judging that person is lazy. Instead, you are looking at, okay, yes, this is, I observed that you are coming late. And I know you may have some reason for that. What is that reason? Can we both do something so that we can minimize the impact? That is what you need to tell. Right? And because the person is willing and the person is coming up with, his own solution or suggestion, it increases the accountability from that person. And it also boosts the performance from the individual as well as team. Now the team, all team knows that, yes, this person is coming late, but this is the reason. And probably we all need to support him, right? And that increases, the performance of the team as well, right? So again, don't use, I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see you coming late in future. No, that is not correct. And this is the last warning. Again, don't use that. Instead, I'm expecting these things to happen in future. and how can I support you, right? So this is best way of putting it. So we looked at what? We looked at why, and now we looked at way forward, right? So this is better, right? Instead of just giving feedback saying that you're coming every day late and you're lazy, you're not able to meet timeline. Instead of that, you're very nicely putting this feedback so that he can understand, relate, and he's ready to change his way. Stay tuned for more. My name is Vijay Kumar Pika. If you need any information, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. The coordinates are there. And please, if you enjoy this video, please like it, share it with your family, friends, and colleagues so that they will also get benefit out of it. And then please subscribe to my channel so that you get latest updates. Right. And thank you for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Please take care. Until then, bye.